In the wake of the senseless slaughter of 20 innocent children and 6 adults on December 14, 2012, guns and gun control have again been thrown into the forefront of Americans' minds and thoughts due to all the media coverage and the heated political debate surrounding this tragedy and similar disastrous attacks by psychopathic and/or psychologically disturbed individuals. To understand that it is important as a gun owner to be responsible and secure your firearms, it's important to look at why we need to secure our firearms, and also it's good to know a few easy methods to secure your firearms with. My name is Keith Lee, and today I'm going to talk to you about being responsible as a gun owner and securing your firearms. I'm also going to talk to you about why it is important that we secure our firearms, and I'm going to give you a few quick and easy methods with which to secure your firearms. Now recently, I made a speech regarding the current issue on gun control, and one of the many key facts in any proposed method of gun control is that, bottom line, it is essential as a gun owner to be responsible and secure your firearms. Now, why is it essential as a gun owner to be responsible and secure your firearms? Well, simply put, if we're not responsible as gun owners, we could injure or kill ourselves or other people with our guns. Not to mention, if we don't secure our firearms and when we're not around them, someone that would find our firearms or come into contact with them could injure themselves or kill themselves and others. So now that I kind of laid the foundation or discussed the basics for responsibility as a gun owner, it's necessary to tackle basically why it is important to secure your firearms. Now, why is it important to secure your firearms? Well, for me, the number one reason is that children may come across your firearms, and by being curious, they can get injured or killed, or possibly injure another child accidentally if our firearms are not secured. Now also, our firearms may get stolen or be taken by either a criminal or possibly a psychologically disturbed individual, and it may be used against the owner, the owner's families, or like the tragedies that we've experienced way too often in American society lately, many innocent people can be injured or fatally wounded by your gun. So when we take the time to actually say why it is important that we secure our firearms, even in the most basic terms and explanations, it's like simple math. If we are to own firearms, it is necessary to secure our firearms. And I'm also going to give you a few quick and easy methods with which to secure your firearms. Basically, the first method I'm going to talk about is a trigger locking safety or mechanism. And it's my personal favorite method by which to secure your firearm. And because it's quick, it's easy to use, and it's very inexpensive. I brought with me today a Master trigger lock. And Master is the company that produces it. It's between $10 and $20 to purchase, and it'll virtually fit in any handgun or rifle or gun that has a trigger guard. Also, I brought with me today to demonstrate a Glock handgun. This is the Glock 40 caliber. And first thing you do when you pick up a weapon is you check to make sure that there are no rounds chambered. So now that I've done that, and we know that this is definitely a safe firearm to handle, I can go ahead and proceed with the demonstration. So, you have your trigger lock, and basically it's so simple to operate. All you do is turn the key, separate the two pieces, and voila, it comes apart. How it fits into the handgun is, here you have your trigger guard, here's your trigger, and you take the side that has the cylinder, and you insert it into the trigger guard. If it's possible, you want to place it behind the trigger, but if not, it's just as effective if you place it in front of the trigger. Then you put the two pieces together, and you turn the key, remove the key, and bam, essentially, you have a very safe firearm that even if stolen cannot be fired, or if anyone gets, any children or anyone, would access your firearm, it's safe because there's no possible way you can even get to the trigger, to pull the trigger to discharge it, even if it was loaded. But like I said, always when you're using these, you have to make sure that your firearm is unloaded because of the event that the trigger could get pulled back when you first lock the mechanism on. Now, the other method that I'm going to talk about is like a breech locking mechanism. And it came with Glocks. They sell these. These are like, they call it the pistol lock. And you can see here, it's sort of like an elongated padlock. And what you do is you pull the slide back and lock it on your firearm. And where the ejection port is, where the empty casings come out of, you would slide the one part of the padlock down into it, and you want to make sure that it comes out of the magazine well where you put magazines at. And then you just drape the other side alongside the gun, and you connect those two pieces and push them together, and then it's simply locked that easy. And also what you want to do is just take your key to unlock it. Now personally, I like the trigger guard, the trigger safety mechanism, more because in case of an emergency, you can access your firearm, and very simply, you just turn the key, remove the pieces, and your firearm is ready to go. Another method that I want to talk to you about to secure your firearms is a gun safe or a gun vault, which come in many sizes and many different price ranges, and it can be used in addition to one or both of the other methods that I discussed to keep your gun secure. And once it's locked away in the gun vaults for safety, you know, they're virtually inaccessible unless somebody would have the combination to your gun safe or vault. Now, these were a few quick and easy methods to use to secure your firearms, and a quick demonstration on one of those methods. So you could see just how quick and easy it was to secure your firearms. Also, on the NRAtraining.org website, it discusses a few gun safety tips, which the basics, number one listed, is that you never want to point your firearm at anything or anyone that you wouldn't want the gun to accidentally discharge and hit. Another thing is you never really want to put your finger on the trigger or inside your trigger guard until you're ready to fire and you have your target sighted. And also, what is discussed in the owner's manual for the Glock and also on the NRA website is that you never want to put your gun with your ammunition. I guess the only event that you may be able to do that would be in a gun safe or a gun vault, because it would be locked and contained away from anyone else. So, as you can tell now from what I've just been addressing here, it's essential as a gun owner to be responsible and secure your firearms. I also covered why it's important that we secure our firearms and a few quick and easy methods with which to secure your firearms with. Now, I appreciate your time, and in lieu of all the talks recently in the media and in the politics of banning certain weapons, with a few quick, easy steps and with a little responsibility, we can make the difference ourselves by taking a small amount of initiative and using what once was considered common courtesy to do our part in respecting and protecting the lives of others and the weapons which we possess to hunt or protect ourselves and others. Thank you.